Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn about the four seasons of India. So the first objective for you to remember is that the goal for today's lesson is to understand the mechanism. We're going to learn about the working of the four seasons that prevail in our country. The four seasons being the cold dry season, which is the winter, the hot dry season or the summer season, the season of advancing or the arrival of monsoon, and the season of retreating monsoon. Now, by the end of the lesson, I request all of you to be able to describe, you should be able to describe the characteristics and significance of the four seasons of India. So I request all of you to keep this goal at the back of your mind as you watch the video, that you should be able to describe the different characteristics and features of the four seasons that prevail in our country. You're expected to have a notebook and a pen so that you can jot down important terms or questions that you come across. So we start with the first season, that is the cool dry season or the winter season. So what happens during this season? Because it's cool, meaning the temperature is low in this season. So cool dry season because the temperature is low in this season. Why is the temperature low? Because the sun rays are vertically overhead at Tropic of Capricorn. So because Tropic of Capricorn, that is towards the south, the Tropic of Capricorn receives the direct rays of the sun. That is why the temperature in the Indian subcontinent remains low, because we don't get the direct rays, rather we get what kind of rays? The oblique or the slant rays from the sun. That is why temperature is low in this season. Hence we call it as the cool dry season or the winter season. Now because the temperature is low in this season, what is happening to pressure? Pressure will be high. As we all know, pressure and temperature are inversely related to each other. So because the pressure is low, pressure is high, what is happening? The air starts descending, meaning it drops down, absorbs a lot of water vapor, and because it's absorbing a lot of vapor and descending, there's no condensation taking place, there's no cloud formation. That's why during this season it is mostly characterized by cool weather, sky is clear, very light wind and low humidity are the characteristics of the season. So here are a few characteristics of the cool season, cool dry season. Why do we call it as a cool dry season or the winter season? Is because the sun rays are vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, whereas the Indian subcontinent gets the slant or the oblique rays of the sun. So that is why when we get the slant or the oblique rays of the sun, the temperature drops down during this season, hence pressure increases. And when pressure increases, what is happening? The air starts descending, meaning it drops down to the surface, absorb a lot of water vapor, leading to no condensation taking place, no cloud formation. That's why this season is characterized by clear sky, low humidity, very light wind. So that those are your characteristics of the cool season, which takes place from the month of December to February. You must know the duration of the month. That is very important. So that is about the season. Now next we move on to the two important winds that takes place in this season. The two important winds. First we're going to talk about during this season what is happening in the winter season. So winter season, the places which are to the north, that is Punjab, Haryana, they get rainfall. And which is the wind that is giving the rainfall? Westerly depression or western disturbances, which blows from the Mediterranean Sea. Because of the jet stream attracting, they get deflected to India in the western direction, entering North India, Punjab, Haryana gets rainfall, and which is very favorable for the growth of wheat. So that is the first wind which takes place in the winter. Rainfall which takes place in the winter season in the northern states is because of western disturbances. And in the winter season, there is rainfall which even takes place in the southeastern states, mostly a Tamil Nadu region. They get rainfall from which is the wind? That is the northeast winds. So northeast winds gives rainfall to this coast of Tamil Nadu. Andhra Pradesh gets rainfall because of the northeast winds, which picks up moisture from Bay of Bengal. So when they try to exit, they drop a lot of moisture to this region. So let me explain the two winds which are responsible for giving rainfall in the winter season. Number one are your western disturbances, which originate over Mediterranean Sea, gives rainfall to states like Punjab, Haryana, beneficial for the wheat. And second is your northeast monsoon winds, which gives rainfall to the coast of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and even Kerala gets rainfall because they pick moisture from Bay of Bengal. So two places which receives rainfall during the winter time. One is your northern states from the western disturbances, and second is your southern states from the northeast monsoon. So please know the differences of the difference between the cause of rainfall in the north and cause of rainfall in the southern states. So that is your difference. So that is about your cool dry season or the winter season. Moving next is your summer season or the hot dry season. Again, you must know that this season takes place from March to May. That is important. You must know which month. That is important, which will be asked. Now, summer season, again, temperature is high during the season. Pressure will be low. So automatically summer, you should think the temperature high, pressure is low. That you have to connect. Now let's have a look at the characteristics of the season. Now during the summer season, because there is low pressure that is created, so because of this low pressure that is created, especially in the north and the northwestern regions, they experience what kind of wind? Very hot, dry, dusty winds, which is known as Lu. They can even cause heat stroke, affect a lot of vegetation because they're very dry and dusty. So during the summertime, the northern part of India receive hot, dry, dusty winds called Lu, which is harmful for the vegetation and even harmful for human beings because it can lead to heat strokes. Now second, what happens during the summertime? Temperature in the Rajasthan region goes up to 50 degrees because it is covered by land, and because of complete absence of cloud cover, what is happening? The amount of insolation, the sun rays reaches the surface, raising the temperature to 50 degrees in the Rajasthan region. Third, what happens during summer? Places which are close to the sea, which are surrounding the ocean body, places which are close to the water bodies will have moderate temperature, meaning they are neither too hot nor too cold because they are surrounded by water bodies and they are under the influence of land and sea breeze. The fourth and very important wind that blows during the summer is a Kal Baishakhi. Kal Baishakhi is a very important wind because this wind is beneficial for the cultivation of rice and jute in West Bengal. You must know that. So it's very good for tea in Assam and jute and rice in West Bengal. So what is Kal Baishakhi? Is a thunderstorm accompanied, it's a black storm accompanied by very huge dark clouds during the month of Baishakh. We call it Baishakh. That's why it is known as Kal Baishakhi. Even though they are very harmful for a lot of standing crops, but they are beneficial for rice and jute in West Bengal and Assam for tea. So you must know what is Kal Baishakhi, the two states, and the benefits of this wind. Next, we move on to mango showers. Another type of wind which you experience during the season. Mango showers, we call it because they are good for the yield of mangoes. They are very beneficial for the ripening of mangoes, hence the name mango showers. So two states, Kerala for mango and Karnataka for tea and coffee. So that is, mango showers are also known as blossom showers. So these are your three important winds that you must know that blows during the summer season. One is a Lu, hot, dry, dusty wind. Second is a Kal Baishakhi in the month of Baishakh, dark clouds, thunderstorm, harmful for the standing crops but good for tea in Assam and jute and rice in West Bengal. And the last one is a mango showers, which is good for the ripening of mangoes in Kerala and tea and coffee in Karnataka. Now let us understand the mechanism of the summer season. Now because summer season, what is happening? The sun rays are vertically overhead. Now we are receiving the direct rays of the sun. That is why temperature will be higher, pressure will be lower in this season. So because of the excessive heating, because the temperature is very high, the land heats up. So what is happening? The air becomes lighter and they start moving upward direction, forming low pressure at the surface of the landmass. So the air starts moving upwards in the summertime, leading to condensation, a lot of cloud formation in this season. Now, second thing that you must know is that what happens to temperature, why temperature increases to 50 in the arid part of Rajasthan. Now, this picture gives you a clear representation of the arid or the desert region during day and night. Now, let's have a look at daytime. During the day, there is no cloud. So, what is happening? Maximum rays of the sun reaches the surface. Look at the incoming solar. You get a lot of rays reaches the surface of the land in the arid region, that's why temperature shoots up to 50 degrees. As you all know, land heats up very, very quickly, so that's why temperature really rises rapidly. Similarly, at night time, what is happening? Land again is very quick in releasing heat. So that is why temperature drops to -10. So that is the difference between day and night in a desert area, how temperature can really increase during the daytime because of absence of cloud cover and land trapping the heat very quickly, and at night the land releases heat quickly. That's why temperature can drop up to -10 in the arid region. Whereas the coastal areas, because they are very close to the seas, the water bodies, the Arabian, Indian and the Bay of Bengal, that's why they experience a moderate or maritime climate. So that is about your second season, that is your summer season. You must know what happens during the summer season, the mechanism. Basically try to understand that temperature remains high because the sun rays are vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer. Because the temperature is high here, pressure becomes low during the summer season. Here during the summer season, when the pressure becomes low, air starts rising up, leading to cloud formation and condensation taking place. You must know the three important winds that blows during the season. Loo, hot, dry, dusty winds, which blows in the northern plains, mostly at Delhi, UP, Punjab region. Kal Baishakhi, thunderstorm, heavy rainfall, West Bengal for the beneficial for the growth of rice and jute, and Assam for tea, and the mango showers, which gives little rainfall in South India, beneficial for the ripening of mangoes in Kerala, and coffee and tea in Karnataka region. So that is what you have to know about the summer season.